Thank you. Welcome everybody. I am Bat. I'm a commercial pilot licensed in the US, which is Federal Aviation Administration. It's an administration who gives you a license. That license is valid around the world, FAA license. Anybody heard about FAA before? F, A, and A. Anybody heard about this administration?
Aviation.
Yeah, it's Federal Aviation
Federal
Administration. Federal, Fed, Aviation, AVR. This one is administration, yeah, admin. That's FAA. This is the most common administration in the world. It has own rules and regulations in the US.
Mm-hmm.
By that rules and regulation, you become a pilot, and then you receive US license in the US. So don't forget, this is the one of the important aviation administration in the world, and it's leading aviation administration, and it has more options for you. So let's start our commercial pilot career in the US. I'm gonna tell you that there are two options for you to become a pilot in the US. We're only talking about the US, okay? I'm not talking about any other countries. So you can become a pilot by civilian route if you choose, or military route. But you have to be a resident in the US or citizen of the US to become a military. So civilian route, before we start, yeah, you have to know your risk. You have to be determined. You have to always have a plan B. You have to be patient, and of course you have to understand English. Minimum of C1 level and minimum of 17 years of age. Have to have a high school diploma. That's before you start.
12 year education or 11 is also good.
A minimum. This is the I'm talking about the minimum. High school attestation.
Yeah.
Yeah, diploma. After you finish your high school,
Yeah.
you're good to go. You can become.
Sometimes they ask 11 years, sometimes 12 years education. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, high school
It's
diploma.
different in the countries. That's all.
High school diploma means
And that's all,
after you finish your 11th or 12th or 13th or 14th grade,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. And minimum, this is the minimum I'm talking about.
Mm.
And up, you can be anybody. Okay. So determination. Do you know what determination means? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know, raise your hand, please. Determination means you have to decide. Decision. You have to make a decision. Yeah. Usually, you have to have a goals, desire. You know, that you want to become somebody. You know. So if you want to become a pilot, you have to decide that you want to become. You have to understand yourself. You have to talk to yourself. Should I need to become a pilot? It's not easy. Are you sure? You have to talk to yourself. Yeah. So that means determination. Yeah. Know your risks. To become a pilot, you should know the following subjects, which is very important. This is it becomes to pilots are usually based on science. That's why we have this aerodynamics and physics. Anybody know about aerodynamics? What is aerodynamics? Anybody?
It's a science that studies just like a way how air moves from some place to another place.
Mm-hmm. Very close, yes. Anybody else? Any ideas, plans? Aerodynamics studies motion of the air, object in the air. So basically, how the airplane moves in the air. It's aerodynamics.
the
Or
birds.
air balloon, or spacecraft, or somebody, a human flying in the air.
Birds
That's a
also.
study, yes. Birds, they have aerodynamic. It's a body moving into the air. Motion in the air. Object plus motion. Yeah, that's aerodynamics. It's a sub. It goes into the physics. Physics laws and formulas have the similar aerodynamic. Aerodynamic became from the physics.
Yeah, part of physics.
Yeah. So it's not physics is the boss, and aerodynamics it's physics, student.
Wait, right,
So you got the point, yeah?
Yeah.
yeah.
As you can see, I wanted to talk about aerodynamic a little bit, yeah, because it's very important for pilots. I'm gonna, as you can see, there is 4 arrows showing what those are. What is it? Anybody know? What is lift? Lift.
If air comes from down of the, just like a
Yes.
plane, it lifts the plane.
Lift means, you understand what lift
Yeah.
means, right?
Yeah.
To get
Oh, to get up.
pulled up. What is thrust? Thrust. Thrust is something, all these 4 are forces. In physics we study force,
Yeah.
right? Force. So this is force called lift. This force called thrust. It's moving forward. This lift is to get pulled up. What is weight? Weight.
Pulls down.
Everybody has weight, right?
Yeah.
How many kilograms? You know your kilogram, yeah, your weight. That's force as well. You have a force automatically right now. Drag. What is drag?
It's like a air.
Pulling back.
Okay. So every force, if there is a force, it has an opposite
Yeah.
force, right? So that's why. Thrust, if there is a thrust, you have a drag. If you have a lift, you have a weight. Yeah, they are counter forces each other. So in order to fly, you have to have these 4 forces, all 4. And then the airplane will fly. If you don't have one of them, the airplane will not fly. That's the study of aerodynamics, yeah? And let's discuss how and why, or what makes airplane fly. Anybody know? Why airplanes fly? Why can't we just fly ourselves?
Because we don't have enough speed, probably. First of all, we need speed.
Speed, okay? You can have speed. You can
It's
run.
not about the speed, I think. So airplanes fly because they have just like
Wings.
engines on 3
Engines.
sides, and they got the
3 sides.
perfect, yeah, on 3 sides, and they got the perfect aerodynamic
Hi.
skills. Let's say something like that.
Skills. Airplane has skills?
No, just like a pilot has skills to
Pilot has
control
skills.
this.
Okay. And then you still didn't answer my question. How airplane flies? Why? What makes airplane fly? Okay, pilot.
Because-
Yes.
So with its wings.
It's against the.
Hi. Welcome.
It wins the gravitation, maybe. That's right.
To help of
Exactly.
aerodynamics and physics.
Yes. Okay. Of course. There's. We were talking about these 4 forces. You have to have these 4 forces. Yes, it exists in the airplane. We can have all these 4 forces in our body. Everybody. But airplane, why does it fly? Why we can't fly?
It's pulling up the force which we don't have.
Okay. Pulling up force. You can jump. That's force. If you jump, that's pulling up, right? You have muscles. Your muscles is your engine. Okay. If you look at the airplane, yeah, there is a wing, yeah, wing. Of course, as you can see the engine. If you see the airplane from the side, like it's showing here and here, the wing, it looks like this, Wing looks like this. Wing from the
The
side.
wing of this like a
Yeah,
bird.
the shape. It's like a teardrop. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
a teardrop shape.
Uh-huh.
Hi, welcome. Anybody notice this shape of the wing
Yeah.
from the side? Looks like this. So main thing to makes the airplane fly is wings. Like a bird. Bird has wings, right? Of course. And then that's why the main thing, because main secret is in the wings of the airplane. It looks like this from the side view. Okay, and anybody have any idea why the shape of the airplane has teardrop shape?
To break the
Why?
air pressure.
Huh?
To break the air pressure.
Okay, yes.
So when we're like moving up, when it
Okay, that's
Goes
correct.
against the
wind.
It's about pressure.
yeah.
Pressure, air pressure. If you notice this, the higher side of the wing is curved, yeah, curved.
Yeah.
And then the bottom is like straight,
Sure.
straight.
Yeah.
So when you cut the air, this is the wind, yeah.
Yeah.
When you fly forward, this is the wind, air. As you can see, the bottom portion of the air goes straight, and then the top of the wing has to curve.
Yeah.
The air has to curve.
Mhm.
And then that's why this is the only main aerodynamic science made the airplanes develop more and more and made the airplane fly. Why? I will explain you very simple by simple. When air travels more distance, if you see this curved size, you have more distance to travel, right?
Yeah.
More
Mhm.
distance because it's curved.
Mm-hmm.
When it cuts the air like that, and if the air travels more distance, the air pressure is decreasing. Air pressure is decreasing, and then here is increasing.
It's gonna lift up the
Yeah,
craft.
that's why the bottom portion of the air pushes the wing up. That's why airplanes fly, but not the engine. Engine only thrust,
It's a speed.
just forward force. Wing builds lift. Wing,
Uh-huh.
this is the lift.
You mean the engine is not the main thing?
You
Yeah,
have to
the
have an
engine, isn't it?
engine to fly, of
Yeah,
course.
planes
have to
can,
just
but
force.
Anyway, yeah,
You
yeah.
have to cut the air, right?
Firstly,
And then wing helps to
so wings
produce
and like
lift.
Engines help make it just like a fly.
yes, and then shape of the airplane, of course. You have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
cut it. If it's not gonna be like a
Box, right?
box, it's gonna be very bad aerodynamic shape. That's why. So now you got the answer for this, yeah? The bottom portion of the air has increased pressure, that's why it's pushing up. And then the upper one decreases and it produces lift. That's why the reason wings have
Same question, probably, right?
of the airplane. And you have to know the aircraft systems. The aircraft systems, you know, as how aircraft, what kind of engine do you have? How many engines do you have? Do you have electric system? Do you have liquid system? You know, brakes and electronic devices, and you have to know your airplane. You have to know the capacity of your airplane. So when you become a pilot, you will go through the aerodynamics, physics, and aircraft systems. This is main measures.
Part of the education.
Yes. and then every airplane is different. And we're here just looking at the Boeing 737. Yeah.
Boeing 37?
So basically, cockpit looks like this. You have many buttons and many screens, and because we have many instruments, so you have to know all of them.
How do you remember all of them?
How? That's why I was telling you, you have to study every day. You have to study every day, you have to memorize, and you have to keep, when you keep flying every day, you will become an experienced, you will memorize, and you will become a good pilot. So this is how usually cockpit looks
It's
like.
like a Chinese book.
Yeah.
I remember this.
And then pilots are usually weathermen.
Yeah.
You study weather, you know, where the do you know what mean sea level means?
Sea level?
Yeah, sea level. Every MSL, it's called MSL. It's mean sea level.
What is it?
Nothing is
Sea
easy,
level.
man. This one you hear.
It's
We're gonna decide like that.
it's
Main sea level.
mean
Yeah, yeah,
mean
yeah.
sea level.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
means every country, for example, has different mean sea levels. It's the level where sea and oceans and sea adjacent to each other. Mountainous area. If it's mountains area, it's higher. Means MSL.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like
What do these colors mean?
This is the thunderstorms usually shown on the GPS. Yeah, you have to study hot front, cold fronts, temperature, clouds. You will study clouds, how they look like. There are many types of clouds.
Types of flowers?
You will study clouds. You know.
Oh my god.
You will study clouds. You will study tropical, non-tropical regions that are very important, and you will start
Hot
navigating.
regions, cold regions, like, right?
Yes. So now winter is coming, right? You have to know when you will learn how to read these charts. This is, for example, a chart, weather chart. Every month, every day,
Changes.
it changes. It changes because
Every hour even changes.
yeah, there are in Uzbekistan probably there is a weather meteorology center that they give what's going on, how is the weather looks like. Yes.
How to now? Before the drive aircraft.
Fly.
Drive,
aircraft.
yeah, flying aircraft.
How? What was the question?
How to know?
How to know?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
The weather. About the weather.
Is it safe or not?
Yeah.
I mean,
It is automatically, you have it on internet.
Right.
Pilots, you get it from the meteorological center. For example, in the US, we have pilots have this weather.
weather chart, are you usually given this?
Yes.
Or do you take it on from the internet?
Yeah, from the internet.
I think we have special organization of meteorology for the
Yes.
only for the
Meteorological
pilots,
center, yeah, that helps us for
Yeah.
pilots. For next forecast, you know forecast.
Yeah.
Prognose.
So you work one to one, right? With them, like,
1-to-1.
I mean, like,
What do you mean 1-to-1?
you constantly get information from them, right?
Yes, they give us.
Directly.
Directly,
It's a
whatever.
public information. Everybody can get it. Not just pilots. Everybody can check the weather, how much temperature is tomorrow. Is it rainy? Is it sunny? Showering? Every information is on internet. That's science, you know. Science now is very flexible, very publicly
Everywhere.
provided information to around the world. We can check weather in moon now. So it's very cold over there. So
Yeah.
we don't need to go there. So that's the one of the important subjects. Navigation. We have charts. It's basically geography. If if you know geography. You, how was your, what did you get when you were in high school? Good grade in geography?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad?
Not bad, we can say.
Yeah?
Because
Yeah,
I really
it's the
interesting.
one, it doesn't need a
So yeah, geography, and then specifically the navigation for pilots, we have special charts, and then we have these frequencies, radio, and every information is on these charts. Where to fly, how many degrees to the north, south, west. Everything is given on these navigation charts.
Political
you will
wars,
study.
Yeah, political wars also affect this, right?
Hmm?
Political wars.
Political war.
Yeah, wars, just like not all just like planes all fly over Afghanistan, for example. They avoid this country. I think pilots needs to have just like permission to go over the country, right?
Yes, not just pilots. It's
Yeah.
every country has the navigational charts. Every country, and then some airspace is controlled by military.
Yeah.
Some airspace is controlled by civil aviation. So not every airspace is controlled by military.
Private
Of course,
places, like
yeah, of course. When you fly internationally, you need a permit. So that's why this navigation will teach you how
Navigation,
to
the-
navigate, how
yeah.
to get to the destination. All the information here will be shown. The airport information, the frequencies, 122.6, what kind of route, what kind of obstacles do you have? For example, here there is a tower, and then what's the height of the tower and stuff, every information. And then you pilot decide what altitude you will fly. They will teach you on the lesson navigation when you become a pilot. And you will, that's why I'm telling you, you have to learn a lot.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean it's hard. Everybody learns. You just have to have a will to learn. That's the navigation. So we learned navigation, meteorology, and what else? Aircraft systems and aerodynamics. This is 4 very important lessons that you will go through when you become, while during your pilot training. Salary, how much pilots? It's a common question, right?
Yeah.
Common
One of
question.
It's in
Yes.
the main one, right?
Salary, usually, when people think pilot, they think only airline pilots, yeah? I think mostly they think. There are many jobs for pilots. Regional airlines, for example. What is a regional airline?
Inside
local.
the country.
Local, yeah, local. And, or your neighbor. You fly to Kazakhstan, you fly to Kyrgyzstan, or inside Uzbekistan, different cities. They usually, in the US, these salaries are in the US, not in the Uzbekistan, all right? Regional airline pilots, they usually receive 80,000 a year. It's an annual salary.
After how many years of study? Sorry for interrupting.
You can start right after your training, regional
How
airline.
many years? About 4 or 5 years, right?
What?
Training takes.
Training?
Yeah.
Training 1 year.
It's only 1 year?
Yes. Yeah, I will give you after we finish.
In the
I'll give
United
you
States, right?
In the US, yes.
Yeah.
And it increases if you become a regional airline pilot. You usually start as a co-pilot, second in command, yeah. And then you will your salary will increase slowly, of course. But you are a new pilot, of course. You have to start somewhere. Major airlines, up to. Major airlines are usually in international flights. Which airlines do international flights? For example, you fly from Uzbekistan to Turkey, for example. Yeah, Uzbekistan Airways is major airline, right? In Uzbekistan.
International flights, they.
Yeah, the only major airline in Uzbekistan. Now, there will be few regional airlines. Humo Air, Centrum Air, Panorama Airways. They are regional, small. small kids at the moment, yeah. But they will grow, of course.
Hopefully.
No, it's proven they will become bigger because
Depends on the sharks.
it is
as
like
well.
that. And then private in business. Who hires you? Who's your boss with the plane? Yeah, you can fly smaller aircrafts or jets. It depends how much. If he likes you, he will pay you good. If he don't like you, he'll give you less.
Sure.
So yeah, and major airlines usually they receive starts from 100,000 as a year as a second pilot, and it increases every year because you're gathering more time, flight time, and then to enter major airlines in the U.S. you need 1,500 hours. So you have to fly here, yeah, from small. You have to keep flying, gather 15 hours, 1,500 hours, and then you can apply for major airline in the
So
US.
how many hours is it allowed to fly for a pilot?
A day?
Let's say with
It's-
maximum. It's,
it's
not
up
a
to the
day, maybe
pilot,
2
yes.
days. I don't know.
How many hours?
Yeah, maximum.
It's up to
Or I
the-
have
Ah.
months.
So
Then they will get
depends
banned. Or they cannot do that. Just like
yeah, it depends on the airline,
Yeah.
the schedule.
schedule.
Where do you fly from?
For example, is it allowed to fly 24 hours? Straight?
24 hours?
Yeah.
There are no such a flight with 24 hours. It's like usually maximum 18, 20, usually like that.
Mm.
But pilots usually have to have a rest. That's why schedule is like that. They will do the schedule for you. You're not gonna decide.
Ah. It's decided.
Yeah, of course.
After
There is a
one
rules and regulation. Yes.
After one trail, how many days should rest?
No, you just have to. In one day, you have to sleep 8 hours. That's the rules. You have to sleep 8 hours. So the rest, if you slept 8 hours, you can fly again and again. So 24 minus 8, how much is it?
So no need to skip the 1 week or 1 month to next trail, yeah?
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, so it just depends on your schedule. Or airlines usually already know that you have to sleep. You know, and they will see your schedule, how many hours you flew a week, in a month, and etc.
Let me ask something.
How long have you been working there? I mean, in the US?
Me?
Yeah. As a
I
pilot.
lived in the U.S. over 10 years. So yeah, I
As a
studied
pilot.
As a pilot.
Yeah.
How long
I
have you
became
worked
a pilot. I became a pilot in 2009. 2009, and then I worked for private businessmen about 2 years, and then I worked in in Mongolia, different country, for 3 years, and then after that I came here to recruit more pilots as a representative of Aviation Academy. Okay.
Attention Embassy, attention on compound. This is the main security guard at Post 1. The following is the weekly test of the select tone system. I say again, the following is a test of the select tone system and no action is required.
Let's finish.
The first tone you will hear is the duck and cover alarm.
Giving sound.
In the event of a duck and cover alarm,
It's gonna take 2 minutes,
2 minutes?
probably.
Okay. Cessna 172 is the main plane
duck and
for
cover.
training.
Get away from the windows.
Anybody
Take
seen,
cover
anybody
and
seen
wait
these
further
planes
instructions.
before?
Yeah.
In real life.
В ближайшем безопасном месте.
Cessna.
Отойдите как
You've seen
можно
it.
дальше от люка.
In real life,
Укройтесь в
with your
безопасном
eyes.
месте и ждите дальнейших указаний. Yerden uzaklaşıp durun. Anegdotin. Belki kurs aparaını tutun.
I've seen
Отойдите от огонь. Укройтесь и ждите дальнейших инструкций.
First time, yeah?
I remember them from the games.
From the games, Cessna.
Duck and
You are the
cover.
gamer.
Get away from the windows. Take cover and await further instructions. Укройтесь в ближайшем безопасном месте. Отойдите как можно дальше от люка.
So pilots usually train on this airplane. If you become a pilot, you will start on this plane. It's a single engine.
Belki kurs aparaını tutun. Отойдите от
This
огонь.
one.
Укройтесь и
Twin
ждите
engine,
дальнейших
twin
инструкций.
engine. You will get your rating for twin engine as well.
In the event of a ducting
So
cover
you
alarm,
have to
immediately
control
move
two
away
engines.
from all windows and take cover in the
one
nearest
engine,
office
one
space
engine.
underneath the desk. Be patient and remain there until
Technam,
further instructions
it's
are given
very
by post 1.
late,
The next tone we hear
new.
is the evacuation alarm.
new type of aircraft that has a twin engine. This is very old, but still produces, both US produced, American.
Secure all
You will
classified.
fly this
Close
many
doors
hours
and
until you have
evacuate the
required
building using the
hours.
nearest
That's what it
exit.
says, yeah?
Спрячьте
So,
секретные
what is the
материалы.
requirement?
Закройте двери
Now
и
we're
покиньте здание через ближайший выход.
So,
Barcha materiallarni
if
berkiting.
you become a
Eshiklarni
pilot,
yoping.
that's
Va
the
eng yaqin chiqish orqali binoni tark
related
eting.
jobs for you, yeah? Regional
Secure
pilot, that's
all
what we're talking about.
classified.
It's like
Close
a medium
doors and
pay.
evacuate the building using the
Shift
nearest
after shift,
exit.
you have to fly
Спрячьте
many
секретные
hours. They will give
материалы.
you like
Закройте
sleep and then
двери
come
и
back. You
покиньте
know?
здание через ближайший
Sleep and come
выход.
back, and you will fly
Barcha
again.
maxfiy materiallarni berkiting.
Great place to
Eshiklarni
start your
yoping.
career.
Va eng yaqin chiqish orqali binoni tark
And then you
eting.
will start flying the regional city to.
In the event of evacuation alarm,
not
please
for
remain
24
calm,
hours.
secure all
a
classified
day.
materials, and exit the building as
Maybe they
directed by
will
post
send
1.
you.
You will then proceed to the designated rally
After
point
one
and
city
check in
to
with your
then
floor
send you
wardens.
another
Floor
to
wardens
another city,
will
another
then report
flight.
to post 1
And
when
then
all
you go like
personnel are
that,
accounted
and then you
for.
will rest
The final
in the
tone you will
hotels
hear
and
is the safe area alarm.
whatever they say, you will fly. So regional.
Move to the safe
Major airline,
areas.
they pay
Пройдите
good.
в безопасную зону.
You start
Halsız
earning
ülke
more
rutin.
experience.
Move to the safe areas.
The major
Пройдите
airlines
в
give
безопасную
some
зону. Halsız ülke rutin.
advantages.
Move to the
You
safe
get,
areas.
you
Пройдите
will
в
have to stay
безопасную
in a good
зону.
hotel.
Halsız
You have to
ülke
eat
rutin.
good and stuff like that. They will take care of you.
Is that covered?
In the event
everything's
that
free.
personnel need to be
Because
moved to
you
the
are
safe
a major
area,
airline
please remain
pilot. You
calm,
have more
secure
respect.
all
What about
classified
the
materials,
regional one?
and proceed to the safe
Regional,
area as
they are
directed by
trying to
post
become
1.
major, so that's
Floor
why
wardens
they
will then
saving.
report to post 1
money.
when
Does
all
it provide
personnel are accounted for.
the
They will provide
This
you, but
concludes the
cheap
weekly
hotel,
test
for
of the
example.
Selectron system.
Yeah.
Thank
Stay
you
in
for your
this hostel,
cooperation.
for example, yeah?
Maybe just
Yeah.
only a breakfast, right?
No.
Yeah. In the hostel, you know.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
the
Everything is
hotel.
provided.
Economy class, you're an economy class.
Yeah.
So usually they will try to save, of course, the accountant of the regional airline. They try not save on everything, you know. And then after you become a major airline pilot, you will, okay, they are rich, and then they will pay your hotels, 4-star hotel, for example, anywhere you go.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's the major airline. Test pilots, there are test pilots who tests new airplanes, new aviation technologies.
Like a
Good salary.
stuntman.
It's a risky job, but still, you have to be a very good pilot to become a test pilot. So, it takes risk, you know, you have to be very educated scientist to become a test pilot. Also, military pilot, we were talking about, you can join Air Force or Navy or Army. US has many military sub departments, you know, so you can become a fighter jet, cargo planes, you know, carrier planes, and
Yeah.
salary is around 150. That's the
Yeah.
annual, yeah. All the salary is in the US are written in annual, not monthly.
So, if we go, like you said, there must be permanent resident, right? Or citizen or permanent
To
resident?
join the military, you have to, have to have a resident.
All right, like if we go in, like for example, this green card, it's called permanent resident, right?
Yes.
So getting that one and studying there, like how many years is possible? And then like, is it possible to come back and work here?
Yes, as a resident.
Yeah.
Resident means that you
So,
can live there.
Meaning if
for-
we study there, we don't have to stay there.
You don't have to stay there, but if you join the military and you have to sign a contract,
So that's what I mean, like.
yeah, contract. You become a military pilot with a contract. But if you, it's not that easy. They will pick you. It's very, if there are 1,000 military pilots, they will choose you. 1 or 2 they will choose
Yeah.
out of 1,000. So it's very small.
And that's about
chance to
our
become.
low. So if you just like get into the military pilot in the USA, you're not allowed to come back to Uzbekistan.
No,
to
I mean,
citizenship
I
again.
mean just studying there and then coming back.
Yeah.
No, working there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I asked.
military. They pick the best pilots.
So after graduation, you don't have to stay there, right?
No, you don't have to stay. Yeah,
That's what I was
it just depends. It's not mandatory. International pilots are usually, for example, somebody like me. You know, you can fly anywhere in the world. You can work in the different countries with the different airliners, different companies or private and stuff like that. It's international pilots, not local. They keep moving everywhere, you know. They keep moving, they keep looking for more adventure. Explore new places, flight routes vary from time to time, away from home. Salary is high, but it doesn't say, you know, exactly what. It depends on what you do exactly. We don't have to just fly. International pilot, it means you can do business, you can do other representative jobs, for example, you know, and that means international pilot. So, what happened lately? Economic growth, future, we see very demand in the aviation industry because of COVID. COVID happened, everything has affected, right?
Yeah.
Every industry, every economic country is affected. That's why in the future we need the statistics shows 58.1 million jobs around the world. Around the world, it's demanded. Airlines, 2,700,000 jobs. Air navigation, 195,000 jobs. Airport operators, civil engineering, aerospace. So what this means, there's a lot of opportunities for you guys to become a pilot or other aviation related professions. So that's why, because of COVID-19. Okay. So make sure that you decide. That's the result. For example, the COVID affected like that. In 2020, seats offered capacity, it decreased by 50%. So it's a huge loss. Huge loss. Airlines lost a lot of money because of no flight, no go zones. Into 2021, it's getting better, but 40% loss. And 2022, 22%. So it's getting better and better. 23, this year, it's getting more. So in the future, maybe will be demanded because of we lost too many opportunities. Many people wants to travel. Many businesses wants to expand. That's why aviation is demanded in the future.
And can I ask?
Yeah.
There's a rate on the first chart, 2.003 billion. It's
Yeah.
like a passengers flown. Is it in the U.S. or internationally?
This is around the world. Around the
Around
world.
the world. All
Yes.
of them, right?
That's why I'm trying to show you why, if you become a pilot or aviation related profession, you see, because of this, you will get many options to or get hired by
Oh, yeah.
somebody in the world.
Who are you hiring?
So this is statistics that proves that you will get a 100% job anywhere in the world. Okay, we're talking about licenses. What licenses do you need to become commercial or airline pilots? Student pilot certificate is, what is it? If you pass your medical, you become automatically student pilot. Medical exam, doctor checks your body, you pass, you become a student pilot. That's your certificate, and they give you the medical certificate. That's your student pilot license, basically. And then you can fly as a trainee. And then second is your first official FAA license, which is a private pilot license. With this license, you can fly alone or with somebody else, but not get paid. You can just fly,
Yeah.
but not get paid. You can't get hired by, and get paid. So it's just for leisure, You can fly by yourself, with somebody, with your friend or with your family members.
Rent aircraft.
Okay, instrument rating is your second. It's not a license, but it's a rating. It adds on your private pilot license. What is instrument rating? Anybody has any idea?
How well somebody can just like manage instruments.
Instrument like
Okay, instrument rating is basically instrument.
aircraft.
flying license.
Instrument means you will fly the airplane without looking into the window, because it gives you skill that you will fly with your instruments on your inside the airplane. You look into your instruments and you fly. You already have visual inside your mind. Where are you?
Oh.
So you don't need to look into the window, because there's clouds, thunderstorm, rain. You can't see nothing. So you have to look into your instruments. That's very important. Instrument rating is a very important rating. Instrument rating. And some people say it's very hard, some pilots, at the beginning.
Yeah.
Very hard, but you will have to learn this skill, get this rating. And then after instrument rating, you usually get commercial pilot license. And you can add multi-engine rating that we were talking about. One engine is single, right? So you have to add multi-engine. 2 engines, that's another. This one called IR rating. Multi-engine is ME. All pilots are trained with these abbreviations: CPL, IRR, PPL. You have to memorize it. Everybody needs to memorize this. Multi-engine rating, ME, and an airline transport pilot license is when you become hired. How many hours you remember to get hired by a major airline?
1,500.
1,500, 1,500. After that, you will get this license, ATPL, and that's the last one. So we were talking about ATPL is 1,500. You have to be 23 years old age. You have to pass the exams every 6 months. You will be checked every 6 months, your health. So expectation and requirements are higher.
Oh.
That's this CPL. You have to be 18 years of age and pass the flight exam and a rating exam. Of course, you have to have the PPL, private pilot license, and instrument rating. So basically that's it, guys. And then
It's
I
IR
think-
or MER. This
Huh?
one.
Hmm?
This cockpit belongs to MER, right? MER.
yeah, ME,
MER.
multi-engine. The cockpit is a Boeing,
Boeing.
of the Boeing. Yeah. So how do you start to become a pilot and go to US to become a pilot and get the FAA license? Pass ESL online test. You have to have a fund to pay for your tuition.
How much is it?
47,450. Basically, 48,000. No, around 48,000.
For a year.
Only
For 1
tuition
year.
fee.
Only tuition.
So meaning we'll study only a year.
Hmm?
We'll study only a year, right?
1 year and that's
That's
it.
it.
Enough. Yeah. But if you keep failing your exams, of course you're gonna be extended.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
fail, you have to take again, right? Or you just give up. Oh, I give up, I can't. No?
If we pay for the 8,000, we cannot give up.
And then you have to keep paying, you will keep flying. You will keep flying, and then check rides are usually with inspector sitting next to you, and you will fly.
It's like taking a driving
It's
license.
like a driving lesson,
Yeah.
and then he will look at you like that, you know, look at you on how you fly, and then are you doing the procedures correctly or not. If you do something wrong, he'll write it down, and then he will tell
They
you
don't say
nothing.
anything, right?
Nothing. Even crashes, he will tell you nothing.
Very
So-
safe, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
After very close to the bottom of the, he will take control, you know. So
So
have funds to cover your flight training, and then after that you apply for F1 or M1, and I usually help with M1 visa because it's academic. Our academy is academic visa. Institutional visa, my bad. F1 is academic, universities. M1 is for academies. And then have passion to become a pilot. You have to have a passion. Not just to go to US and stay there. And you have to have a passion to become a pilot, and then I'll help you. If you don't you have a different goal, don't even ask me, yeah? I'm sorry. So that's how you start. You have to have the English score or have to pass the online test, which I can test you online. Our academy can test you, for example. And then if you pass, you're ready.
is the private academy?
Yes, most aviation academies are private.
So you're
And
the
universities
representative of it.
even private, huh?
You're the representative of it.
Yes,
Of the
I
academy.
represent my academy. All right, let's look at the one video that I prepared.
It's free, man. Got a lot of money.
This is our academy.
It's okay. Your dad has a lot of money.
How do you increase volume?
Maybe from YouTube?
Yes.
It's possible.
Can I increase the volume?
You'll be student yeah.
Aviation Academy is in the heart of the Miami Fort Lauderdale metropolitan area with easy access to international airports.
Sorry?
No, by the euro.
Just ask this.
You up the volume by the YouTube.
Okay, and I can restart.
Airports and close to the best.
Thank you.
Be the captain.
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 Welcome to Wayman Aviation Academy. Florida, USA is the flight training center of the world, with 350 flyable days a year and the best general aviation infrastructure. Wayman Aviation Academy is in the heart of the Miami-Fort Lauderdale metropolitan area, with easy access to international airports and close to the best beaches, parks, and city life. Since it was established in 1987, thousands of students from over 78 countries around the world have earned their wings at Wayman.
I chose Wayman specifically because of their Part 141 program,
I was able to find that they worked with some of the college degrees.
because of its academy.
It felt really cozy. I didn't feel like I left home at all.
Wayman is a very airline-oriented operation.
I saw a big family in which I could grow.
Yeah, Wayman was a joy.
The Academy offers complete ab initio flight training programs and courses for FAA pilot certification. As one of the few nationally accredited flight schools, you can earn a college or university degree with our partners. Wayman works with airlines in the US and around the world to start your career.
They know almost everyone by their name, their state, and what they're doing.
And once you establish that relationship, you help to guide them, you help to meet those needs.
Motivated.
And life-changing.
Wayman Aviation Academy operates a large fleet of more than 40 airplanes and full motion flight simulators, all with fully upgraded avionics. Students benefit from the well-structured program delivered by dedicated instructors and student affairs staff to complete their training faster.
The thing that sets Wayman apart from other flight schools here, basically the location, the fleet size, being able to provide high quality training.
They have the resources, they have fleet, they had everything I was looking for to start my career as a pilot.
And you will have so much fun, and you will be professional pilots.
The Academy's top-notch maintenance program is complemented by a certified in-house FAA Part 145 repair station.
And I've been working at Wayman for more than 12 years. Here, maintenance is priority number one, and we take pride in what we do.
It holds the highest standards for aircraft safety.
Early in the morning, before everybody rises up, there's a team here to take care, to go through the airplane and make sure that the airplane is safe to fly.
The majority of students aim to become airline pilots. At Wayman, preparation for their future career begins on day one. Students experience airline-style operations and training, including flight scheduling, dispatching, safety management system, and CRM.
This is what we're about. This is what you desire to achieve. This is how we can get you there. Get to know each student, because each student is different.
Special memories when I did my first solo from here to Lockley and back.
Will always be my first solo here at Wayman Aviation.
Yeah, I took off and I landed safely. My favorite memory was my flight right before my first solo.
When I joined the student leader team.
When I passed my pilot and my instrument rating.
Being able to see them adapt to the changes and be able to learn, fly a lot, and build commercial time. That's definitely a lot of fun.
Our student comes here without learning how to fly and leave here full pilot, ready for the airlines. That's a very joyful moment.
You will find everything you need for your flight training here, including an FAA testing center, conveniently located student housing, and pilot shop.
From the textbooks that you need to the professional pilot that's looking for a great gift, or the aviation maintenance technician.
For international students, we offer ICAO standard English courses and an opportunity to build flight hours as an instructor through partner internships. Realizing your dreams at Wayman is within reach.
They have a student leader program, which they offer free tutoring for the students.
Convenient payment plans for all students, and a 100% financing option for U.S. residents. With a robust COVID-19 management system, we are committed to a safe and smooth learning experience to keep students flying.
I choose Wayman.
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 Wayman Aviation Academy, developing the skills and attitudes for safe, successful, and professional pilots around the world.
One more question.
Changing lives through aviation.
Sure.
How many just certificates did a student get when they finish this course?
How many? I'm sorry. Say it again.
How many certificates they get? You said that there are
Yeah.
6 certificates.
Six?
6 I think.
No.
No, you said that to be a
You will get
international
3.
pilot, we will get 3.
You
Right?
will 3 licenses: private pilot, commercial pilot, and then you will get multi-engine and instrument rating. They are ratings.
Mhm.
They will be added on your commercial pilot license. Licenses are usually 2, but 2 ratings will be added on top of your.
Mhm.
So you can count as 4.
That's 4.
Yeah. So private pilot, instrument rating, commercial pilot, and multi-engine.
So after finishing this, just like a person can go to the regional, aviation and work.
Or
there.
you can become an instructor
Instructor.
as well.
Just
Yeah.
there
Yeah, and stay there and teach other students.
in Florida.
Yeah.
Is it only in Florida or somewhere else also?
In Miami, Florida.
In 2 states, right?
Yeah. So let's, if you have guys, that's it for me. And then if you have questions, ask, please. And
It's
what do you want to know?
It's about the cost.
Cost.
So
Yeah.
48, almost 48.
So what does it include?
Yes.